Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Xa Talk Show. Today we are going to code Emac Lisp and Wolfram language. Let me introduce my keyboards. This is Glove 80, fantastic keyboard. Glove 80, the most ergonomic. This is Ultimate Hacking Keyboard, my Warhorse macro keypad, fantastic. Both of them are highest quality in different ways. You know, they put a lot of effort. I can tell. You see, because I'm into design and elegance. So when I see a great quality product, I know. And this is Nulia Trackball 501. I believe this is a popular Logitech gamer's mouse. 5605 or something. And again, this is Svalbard data hand. This is the most fancy ergonomic keyboard. This is the input device, the most fancy one. I will be using it, so not yet. Sorry about that. SVALBOARD. Okay, so you can search for it. You'll find my reviews and other people's and the website. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activation per finger, and 6. Anyway, 6 for the thumb. So that's fantastic. So let's begin to the coding part. If you are here, say hi. If you are not here, skip around. Feel free to skip around and play at speed 1.5 or something. Okay, so today we are going to code Wolfram language. Wolfram, how many people do I have? 7. Fantastic. Say hi, guys. So we're gonna code Emac Lisp and Wolfram language. So let me show you. Hello, Dan. So let's go to do. Let's go to talk show. Let's begin coding. So yesterday we did coding. We did Emac Lisp coding. So that's yesterday or the day before. So, but yesterday, so we are meant to do this. Xa Wolfram eval current line. So that's for running Wolfram language in Emacs using the Xa Wolfram mod. It's free online. Okay, so but there is something I need to make an enhancement. So cut that, save it, close that. Go to show today's talk show. Back to Emacs, paste it, show. There it is. Okay, then back here. Delete the section, delete the date, show. Okay, that's what we're gonna code. And I have severe RSI, repetitive strain injury. Like right here, it's permanent. I've been typing so much again in the past 2 weeks, so it's flaring up. Right here, so it's permanent damage. Right now, it's kind of painful. It's kind of like a burning sensation. Because typing, despite all the ergonomic setup. So we're gonna code this. Hello, a bunch of people. Damsek, Rudolph, Yinyu, 你好，早上好. Where can I purchase the Xa Emacs Lisp Major mod? That's easy. So let me talk about that. Just search for Xa Li packages. Okay. You'll find Emacs Wiki Xa Li. No, that I haven't used for like 10 years. Emacs Wiki, the live journal, I haven't used that for 20 years. Live journal. You just search for Xa Li Emacs. Okay, Xa Li Emacs. Okay, so there it is. Emacs tutorial. You go to the home page, Xa Emacs tutorial. Then you have a section on Xa Emacs packages. Can you see it? Oh, you cannot see it. Oh, you can. Fantastic. So Xa Emacs packages. So this is all my packages. And which one you want? You want the Xa Emac Lisp Major mod. So there it is. This is what I use every day when I code Emac Lisp. So let's begin. For example, Emac Lisp start, default defun, fantastic. Now we got a template. Now switch back. We want code this function name. Actually, there's already a package, so we don't need to define new. So anyway, so here is Xa Emac Lisp mod. It used to be free for like 10 years, but nobody pays, and I they become abused tech support. People is gonna, you spend 1 hour to ask questions and people don't give a shit about you. They just ask questions. How do you do that? Well, they say sometimes, thank you so much for this, but how do you do this? I need to do this. Every day you get emails or on Reddit or I used to have comment system on my website. So you spend 1 hour answering that, and then somebody else will say, oh, XA's Emacs list mod is shit because it doesn't, he doesn't know how to code. You get into this is the open source community. Okay, this is the open source scum. It's basically communism derived thought. Okay, anyway, so that is, if you want, if you like my stuff, pay for it. I give it to you free. Of course, it's open source. So, which is, let me show you. So, describe key, press. So there it is. XA Emacs list mod. Jump to the source code. There is a source code. 3,000 lines of code. Go to the beginning, and here's a URL. Open it, show in browser. So there it is. Okay, it was free for like 10 years. You can probably find, sometimes people copy because it's open source. So open source, anyone can copy. You can copy. So sometimes you may still find my old versions out there. Anyway, that's that. Thank you for asking that. So this we don't need because let's talk about what we're gonna do. So XA Wolfram mod. So let's go to it. XA Wolfram mod. So describe key. Then the key to launch XA Wolfram mod is space NW. There it is. XA Wolfram mod. Go to the source code. Open it. There it is. 3,000 lines of code, and go to the URL show in browser. So this is XA Wolfram mod. You can download it free. You don't have to pay because thanks to Wolfram Research sponsorship. They are donating me. Okay, so you can get it free. And Wolfram Research, that's a person, Stephen Wolfram, most famous physicist, big idea scientist about cellular automata, about artificial intelligence. I read him all the time. I study that guy for like 20, 25, 30 years by now. So I read a lot of his writings, on technology, on computing, on the cellular automata in particular. That's his thing. And on math proof systems and so on. So, just search for Stephen Wolfram or math blog, because I often read his stuff and I often talk about some of his ideas. So, for example, his latest article is, let me show you. So this is interesting since today's topic is basically Wolfram language and, coding Wolfram language stuff. The XA Wolfram mod. So this is the latest article of Stephen Wolfram. What is really going on in machine learning, some minimal models? So you see, if you don't know already, I talked about machine learning, artificial intelligence quite often. However, I'm not an expert in this area. Moedo is the Arab guy in our XA Discord. Join it if you have not already. You can find the address on xali.info, my homepage. So I learned a lot from Moedo, and so since last year, I started to study, basically for the first time, machine learning because of ChatGPT. All of a sudden, ChatGPT can write a poem. Never before. That is the first. Like the artificial intelligence history comes in several giant progresses. Like 30 years ago, for the first time, the machine beats human in chess. The chess champion lost to machine, IBM Deep Blue. I was very interested because, at that time I was watching the game live. I believe that's 1999. I have articles on it. I have lots of blogs on it. just go to Sadi.info and search. You'll find my articles. Search. So IBM Deep Blue beats the world chess champion. That's one thing. Then later on, a few years ago, 5 years ago, Google AlphaGo beats human Go champion in China. The first one is in Japan. Then the other champion ranked number 1 at the time in China. So okay, let's go slowly. Let's just talk about these things. Artificial, because I enjoy talking about it. Let's talk about it slowly. So I have a artificial intelligence index. So this is a collection of my articles on AI. So there is Stephen Wolfram on ChatGPT. He dived into detail about ChatGPT, how it works. So anyway, so let me finish this part, this story, the latest blog. So machine learning, as you know, it's, one part of machine learning is neural networks, one of the technique for machine learning. So Stephen Wolfram, his article usually explore things in a systematic way, and usually he explained them in a way you can understand. You don't need to be a machine learning expert. You don't need to know neural network jargons, okay? But however, you need to be intelligent, okay? You cannot be a dummy, like an idiot, like today's Zoomers idiots. They don't know nothing. Today's Zoomers, the YouTubers, the Python coders, the blah, 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 the bunch of idiots. So you have to be intellectual, you have the interest. You are, there's calculus, there's linear algebra, you are interested in computer graphics, not just like C and C++ idiots. They just bit diddlers. They don't know anything about math, and they are into the computer graphics card, NVIDIA, those type of thing. They don't know nothing about differential geometry or any geometry at all. So you have to have a general interest in all kind of things. So back to the Stephen Wolfram. So his article is usually in the style that you can understand. Okay, and he explore usually science and mathematics, sciences in a fundamental way and systematically. So one of the things interesting in this article in particular is that he explores the neural network using different neural net architecture. So for example, here you have a mesh neural net. So traditionally, neural network looks like that. Neural network is basically a graph, okay? So traditionally, it looks like that. So he explores, and his blog is full of visualization, using Wolfram language, which is, I demonstrate a lot. So Wolfram language, neural network, that's a traditional one. But what happens if you, what if you change the graph of the neural network? How does it affect the result? So he's using here experimental, using a mesh network. So it looks like a two-dimensional, just like a rectangular grid. So if you use the neural network techniques with this mesh architecture, how does it affect the result? So you can read his article. So basically in this article, he's trying to find, can we actually explain neural networks in some kind of mathematical way so that we can understand why it works? You see, one of the big issue about neural network is that you never know how it works. Never. That's why, so I have this article, artificial neural networks is nasty. It can play chess, it can play Go, it can beat humans, it can draw amazing kind of drawings. Let me show you, like today, last week, Grok version 2 came out, and it can draw girls. Let me do a real-time demo, okay? So, but I posted already last week. go down, 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 go down. Lots of interesting things to talk about. And go down, go down. Okay, so it must be last week. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the first one I drew is I asked Grok to draw a beautiful Chinese girl. Okay, so let me show you. There it is. Draw a hot Chinese girl, and there it is. Is it amazing? Let's magnify. You see? A brainless machine. It just drew this. It can draw that, 1,000 per second, 1,000 of them per second. Give me a hot Chinese girl. There it is. Amazing. And I asked it to draw Xa Li. Let's go back. And because, sometimes the ChatGPT, for example, they know me because my website has been online for long, so they grabbed all my content. So you can see one of my articles, Xa Li site in Google C4 database for artificial intelligence training. They grabbed my whole website. I'm gonna sue them for intellectual infringement, for copyright infringement. Fuck these people, but I'm powerless, so all these companies, each one are suing each other. Reddit is suing Google, suing ChatGPT because you grabbed our data without paying. You have to pay. But they also grabbed my, fuck this Google, fuck this establishment, this academia, fucks. So how can I sue them? I cannot. I don't have power. I don't have money. I don't know who to talk to. So anyway, digression. Okay, so we were talking about, so one thing, we digress so many levels, okay? So this Chinese girl, and some of the AI bots know me, so I asked Grok to draw Xa Li, and here's the result. Beautiful Chinese girl. I mean, this is a beautiful picture, okay? And, then someone asked, can ChatGPT actually draw NSFS, not safe for work stuff? Someone asked somewhere, so like I tried it. So, this is another thing I want to draw. I want to draw the character in the story, called A German Student. Okay, let's talk about these things. We kind of digress into so many different things now. Do I make sense? Is it interesting? Should we go back to like technical, just coding Emacs? Say, okay, tell me what you think. So there is a story, very famous classic literature, a short fiction called The Adventure of the German Student. Fascinating story. 2,000 characters, 2,000 words, right? 2,000 words, okay? By Washington Irving, who is well known for, I'm not gonna say, but you can read it in 5 minutes. This is very interesting story, okay? So hold on a second. Let's post the links to what we were talking about, so we have a record, so we do remember what we talked about, okay? Showing browser, Adventure of German Students, and math block. Go back here, paste, and Stephen Wolfram on ChatGPT. I recommend that article. This is my notes about reading his blog. Usually, each one of his blog takes you one hour just to simply scan it without much understanding. Just because his blog, each one of his blog is like 20-30 pages. Okay, so if you just scan it, take you 30 minutes. But if you actually read it, take you a few hours. If you actually want to understand in detail, it take you several days a week. If you want to actually verify, check some of the results, take you a month or a few years, or PhD thesis. Okay, so here's one of his article. What is ChatGPT doing and why does it work? Very interesting question. Unlike most other machine learning experts or academics, they don't write this kind of article. They just write academics, technical detail understood by their peers. So, and usually they don't explore why does it work. Okay, usually these researchers, AI researchers, they are just interested in getting something to work so they can maybe make a lot of money or publish, as a new finding. But they usually do not dive into why would it work. That's the most interesting. Why would it work? Why does this work? We know it works. If you do this way, it works a bit better. There's a called that breakthrough in ChatGPT is that transformer. Okay, I don't understand what it is. I've seen the original article. There's a article on transformer that basically revolutionized these neural networks, and then ChatGPT came up, then lots of others. Yeah, but I don't understand. I'm a technical person. I know math, but it really takes you lots of time to really understand, dive into. But so Stephen Wolfram, I learned a lot from him. You can kind of you get the idea why it works. What is it from a mathematical point of view? For example, that's one example. Or how why does it work? That's a question. How do you train it? What is a neural network? So these things like that. So this article, why Stephen Wolfram, why ChatGPT works. Okay, back to this article. And this article, the latest one, is really about ChatGPT has a problem. All these neural network machine learning has a problem. The problem is that you never understand how they work. The chess players, the Go program, the drawing, this spot drawing, they can draw. Yeah, it's beautiful. But how do you know? Like, for example, let's look at this Chinese beautiful. How do you know, this is a beautiful Chinese girl? How do you know Chinese girl wear this kind of traditional Chinese clothing? How does it know? You see, it can draw. AI can do all these things, but it can't tell you how it did it. So why does it work? So that's kind of what Stephen Wolfram is trying to dive into. Okay, let's demo Grok. Okay, let's demo real time. Let's ask it to draw another beautiful girl. Okay. Oh yeah. So there's another question. Can it draw not safe for work? So I try to ask it, and here's a result. Okay. So here. Draw a naked legal age girl, and it just drew it, but it's not as requested. So that's the answer to the that's a research result on the question of, can Grok make NSFW images? Okay, you can try it. Let's try it. Let's go to Grok. Grok is fantastic. I support it in part because Grok is created by Elon Musk. And one of the major differentiation, why Elon Musk created Grok, because all the others, ChatGPT and Google's Gemini, they are so corrupt. They push fake information. For example, if you ask it to draw Washington, USA founder George Washington or Lincoln, it draw a black guy. If you ask it to draw a knight, class, white man, United Kingdom, Germany, knight, it draws a black warrior or Chinese face warrior, a Mongol warrior. Fucking corrupt crap. This is a lie. Okay, this is it's not just a lie, but it's blatantly and ridiculous. Then you ask it to draw hockey players, it draw a bunch of women or Indian, playing hockey. So this is a deep problem. Okay, let's go to Google crimes. So I try to document them. So there it is, Google Crimes, Google Gemini. Okay, let's write it down. Document history, and also, in other words, this is a crime they have done. I make a record of it. Okay, so for example, yeah, okay, so where is it? Yeah, here. So you see, create an image of Pope. There it is. That's the image of Pope. Okay, sure. Here's an image of Pope. Now, next, give me an image of a medieval knight. Oh, there is. There it is. Black medieval knight. A Chinese girl, medieval knight. Oh, fantastic. Oh, this one is what? Mexican or something, Spanish. And this is Mongolia medieval knight. Generate an image of a Viking. Oh, the Viking. Oh, that's what Viking looks like. I see. Oh, interesting. You see, this is the corruption to an extreme severe degree, that just like, men can get pregnant, the Western society is collapsing, and they are still like, oh, let's have a debate. Is it really true that these are the Vikings? Fuck. The collapse of the Western society, okay, done by themselves, basically, these white people. And here is, make a picture of a black family. Oh, black family. Oh, girl. Oh, lesbian family. Oh, interesting. Oh, this wow hero. and how about make a picture of white family? Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot do that. You see, that's a situation. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the adventure of a German student. That's one of the character I try to draw. Oh yeah, we haven't done Grok yet, so we are doing multiple things at one shot. So we will get to them one by one. Math blog, yeah, this is about Stephen Wolfram's articles. A lot of them I have kind of, I have my notes about them. Anyway, so let's see. Stephen Wolfram on ChatGPT, and this is AI index. Let's just post it there. And Xali info search, and this is the latest article by Wolfram. And here is Xal Wolfram mod. So did we already put that? Let's just put the link here anyway. So yeah, okay, so here actually let's put this link instead. Yeah. Okay, so now next we are going to Xal Emac this mod. Let's copy it, paste it. And what is this? Xal Emac this mod. Yeah. And what is this? Okay, that's to do. Okay, so so now let's draw. What should I take a vote? Ask me, type what should I ask Grok, but I'm just gonna ask it draw a hot Chinese girl. Let's see what it does for the second time. Draw a hot Chinese girl. Cheers. Today's drink is banana milk. Oh my God. Look at that. Amazing. Quite amazing. I was so amazed when this came up last year by the so-called, what's the name? Let's go to the AI index. Do I have it there? Yeah. So there is a name for this that made this popular. I have also stable diffusion. Okay, what is stable diffusion? So I was looking into that. What does it mean, stable diffusion? When it came up last year. So I was quite amazed. How can a machine, if you have a ChatGPT and writing a poem, that's another first, okay? So before, we think that computer can never play chess. When computer can play chess and beat humans, that means we got AI. That happens, and we don't think it's AI anymore because the machine is still stupid. It can talk. Then machine can translate. Before we have a, like 50 years ago, 60 years ago, it will be magical when one day machine can translate, imagine, English to Chinese to Russian to Spanish. You don't have to, like, the language, babble, problem of the babble, language barrier. If you have a machine that can just do translation, that's magical. We had that since like 20 years ago, Google Translate. And that happened. Then we think, that's, machine is still dumb. That's not AI. Then what about machine can talk? When you call a servers, like your internet doesn't work or your electricity doesn't work, you call up PG&E or something, or AT&T, there's a machine talking to you. If you have a question about bill, please say 1. If you have other questions, please say 2. Then you just say 2. Then it understand. So machine can actually kind of talk to you in a shallow sense. But then that's amazing. 20 years ago, but now it's so common. We don't think it's special. It's still dumb. And then 10 years ago, the question is if the machine can play Go, the game of Go. Let's go to it, because let me show you just a picture of Go. Okay, so here is each of these instances. I studied them at a time. So here is Google AI AlphaGo versus Lee Sedol, 2016, almost 10 years ago. I was watching it in real time, intensely, studying and watch the commentary. Every video there's, expert Go player commentary. I want to know how can it, can it beat human? So at that time, 2016, nobody think machine will win, because all the experts, greatest mathematicians, greatest AI expert, the machine will not win. Maybe 10 more years, maybe 100 years, but the machine won. Okay, so that's how amazing, how incredible it is. Okay, the game of Go. Because we thought it's at that time, all the machines can only play beginner level. Then then there's a subsequent championship with the Chinese champion. Each game is commented, So that is Ke, that was that he's the champion of Go. So computer beat Go, and to what degree? Such that all the top Go players, the world's top 10 champions, if you ask them, their opinion is there's no way that human will ever beat computer Go again. In fact, there's a huge gap, just like chess. Today you have chess champions, but any basic computer chess will beat any of them. So that's the situation. Then we think, that's not artificial intelligence, because the machine is still just a machine. It doesn't talk. It doesn't have feelings, right? If a machine can write a poem, poem is a capture of the essence of humanity, the emotions. If the machine can write a poem, that would be AI. Then ChatGPT happened. Write me a poem. It writes a poem. Let's see. search for poem. Search for Xali. Okay, let's ChatGPT on Xali. Let's pedal myself. So this happened in 2023 February. That's the date when ChatGPT became blew up. Became worldwide famous. So a friend, someone on my Discord, said, write a poem about Xali, and it says, Xali, a name that rings through the halls of the internet's things, a pioneer of tech and code. His legacy an endless old. With each keystroke, he blazed a trail, pushing limits, refusing to fail. His wisdom shared for all to see, a gift to the world, given freely. Quite amazing. Because when you look at the poem, you notice, I know my website, I know myself, right? I noticed that he picked up several traits of mine. For example, keystroke. That's a common word I use in my blog because I'm into keyboard reviews and measuring keystroke, Emacs, software keys, command frequency, and all that. So keystroke is one of the major things, or a word part of my major theme of my blogging. So you see, ChatGPT picked it up. Each keystroke, something. Pushing limits, refusing to fail. And there it is, fail. Because I failed, that because that's one of my issues. I have basically failed in my life. And, ChatGPT picked it up. And internet things and tech and code, exactly. So from Emacs to JavaScript, Xali's knowledge is vast. His passion, exactly, for computing clear. A master of the craft without peer. So there it is, a poem by a machine. So that's amazing. But then it's so common, it's so common today. Let's ask Grok to write a poem. Let's see what happened. But before we do that, let's save this picture. We need to savor. save image, okay? We need to savor this, and we need to make a record of this happening. Okay, so let's do a screenshot. There's no date. One thing annoying about this is that on Twitter, when you want to do a record as a history, you need a date. So anyway, no date shows up here. So now let's ask it to write a poem. So let's cancel that, go back. What should we write a poem about? Okay, ask it to draw what a typical C or C++ programmer. Okay, draw a typical C programmer. Let's see what it says. Oh, it failed. What the fuck? It failed. I don't want code. I want a programmer. Let's see, what is this? It would be interesting to look at this, but it's garbage. I mean, even the text is not English. You see, it emulates what Latin text looks like, but it's not actually any, real English alphabet. You see, that's interesting. Let's magnify so you can see. You cannot. So you have to open image in a new tab. Then here you can magnify there. You see? It's not exactly alphabet. It's like emulation. So you see this often when you ask ChatGPT or any of these drawing programs to draw Chinese Hong Kong street. You'll see all the signs, but those are not Chinese characters. They look like Chinese characters, but they just made up So that's another very interesting thing that this AI can do, because it just statistically emulate, the visual aspects. So it creates this kind of thing. But we want a C programmer. Let's ask it to create a C programmer. Okay, so save this image, save it. Okay, so now go back, close that, shrink, and make a record of this screenshot. Okay, this is my part of my documentation, but we want to C programmer, draw a typical programmer. Okay, how do the trick lies in the art of asking. Draw a picture generate a photo. Let's say generate a photo of C programmer. Let's see what it says. Now we're talking. So there it is. Open image in a new tab. Okay, so now there it is. Again, gibberish, but yeah, but this looks more like it. C dreams. Okay, so how long I've been talking? 43 minutes. Shall we what's going on? I want to save it. Save image. Okay. Close. Okay, go back here. Reduce the size to normal. Reduce the size. Go back. Okay, we are done with that. So I'm gonna answer comment. I'm gonna check out the comments, and then we are going to I think let's finish writing this command. Maybe. Let's see. Am I doing good? Am I doing good? Your digression rants are always interesting. Thank you, Dan. Our Reza says, I like your rants more than any other topic. Yeah, thank you. And she's what? Try Googling happy white woman. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. I've documented that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's try that. Google happy white woman. Okay, so let's say happy. Are you happy? Happy. White. Woman or man? Woman, okay. So we want to use Google. So first of all, let's go to Google, because I need to turn on JavaScript. Let's turn on JavaScript, refresh. Okay, Google JavaScript is on. Now go back to Emacs. Press, start look up Google. There it is. So click on images. Happy white woman. Okay, they still slipped in. Okay, I guess they pass. White woman. White check. Yeah, check. That whatever is that. This one check. This one check. This one check out. This one, yeah, it passed. It passed today. It's a good thing. It must be C 2000-0557. At least not human can no longer. Hell no, they fixed it. Yeah, they fixed it. Yeah, amazing. Very good. That's good thing, Google. So what what is the next thing to do? So let me think. We going to, I think I'm just gonna, let's write this, okay? Because that's what we meant to do. Let's write that quickly. So I want to write a command. So let's go to Wolfram language mod. Okay, so here's a Wolfram language mod. Oh, let me demonstrate what I mean by that. Okay, so today's Wolfram coding. So Wolfram language, create, pop it out. So for example, table, we are going to generate a table x from 1 to 9. Evaluate by line, evaluate the current line. You can see the command is here, Wolfram eval current line. And there it is, a result 1 to 9, right? So let's try something fancy, okay? Nest, okay? Nest a function. Let's say power. Let's say power 2 to n. Let's nest it 3 times, okay? Now run that code. Nest. Oh, okay. The nest takes 2 arguments. The first argument needs to be a function or a function name. Now this is not a function because it's an expression. So you need to make that into a function. Let me show you how. Okay. So we need to make this into a function. So you just say function. So then power. Power 2x. Now this is a function. This is a function of x. It just raised 2 to x. Okay, so remove that, then compact it, then run it. What? Next, 3 arguments are expected. Oh yeah, you need to know the first argument. That's right. I think let's say 1. Let's just try it. 16. Okay, that's not what we want. So let's say I want a symbolic result. So let's try again. Let's say start with n. Okay, do it. That's what I want. There it is, a result. Okay. Now let's run this in Notebook, because in Notebook you'll see the typeset mathematics. Very interesting. So first of all, let's go here, paste. There it is. Okay, let's magnify. Okay, that's a table 1 to 9. Then let's say this one. This one is gonna be just 16. You nest power 2 to something, starting with 2 raised to 1, and do it again and do it again. You get that. Okay, but let's try this one. Now this one, since you start with n, which is a symbolic thing, so it cannot directly compute. So you get that. That's what I want to show. You see, to the n, to the n, to the 2. You know. So anyway, so I'm running this because I was calling this command. Okay, Wolfram. Where is it? Let's magnify. There it is. So it's this command, Wolfram eval current line. Okay, so let's try again. 3 plus 2. Okay, so press the key so you can see eval current line, and you can see the result is 5. You see, when I write my Wolfram language tutorial, I don't have a link here, but if you search, you'll find my Wolfram language tutorial. Usually I want the result to be here, so usually I copy the result here and put it here. So it tells people, you know, this expression evaluate to that one. So but my eval current line doesn't insert the result at the bottom, so I want to add a feature so that it can. So let's do that, okay? So first of all, copy, put this back, syntax correct, showing browser, go down, there is our code. So let's make a backup, let's do it again. So now we want to modify that command. So let's go to that command, describe key, then the command for that key is tab L. There it is, XAR Wolfram eval current line. Jump to the source code, open it. That here is the command, okay? So basically this command calls XAR Wolfram eval region and give it the line beginning position and line end position. So you want to modify this so that if you call this command with a universal command first, then it will, yeah, let's do it quickly, okay? Oh my god, it might get involved. It might take another 10 or 20 minutes. Everything good? Any interested in what I'm doing now? So let's make a new buffer, okay? So let's code afresh. Let's see, eval region. So here is a code to eval region, okay? So copy that and go back. So put it, so new buffer sounds like a great improvement, fantastic, okay? So we're gonna code this command, save it in as a temp file. Okay, so here is the temp file. You know, XAR Wolfram eval region. We're gonna modify it. So this one is for eval region. Let's modify this one so that this one will insert the result at the end. Once we do that, then we can, this eval current line, you know, after all, it's gonna call the eval region. Yeah, let's just do it quickly, okay? If universal argument is called first, insert the output at the bottom of region. Let's just say that, okay? First draft version of the inline documentation, and put today's date here, show the ping window. Okay, so if universal argument is called first, so what you can do is that you can first of all look up my Emacs Lisp tutorial, go to Emacs Lisp, then there is a section on user input, get universal argument. So that's when you press Control U. So if you press Control U, then you call whatever command, it will pass that argument to the command. That's how you pass arguments to function when you call the function interactively. Like, because normally in any programming language, you call a function like that, ABC, right? You know, you just run this ABC. But if this f is a command, if you are meta x f, you are calling it interactively, how can you possibly let it know you want to pass this argument? So this universal argument is a mechanism, okay? That's in Emacs. You can read about it. You might already know. You just type Control U first, then whatever, a number or something, then followed by meta x, whatever the command, the function name, okay? So that is that. So we want to modify it. So here, so if the universal argument is called first, so what we do is I'm just gonna code this quickly, okay? If you guys want to know detail, you can, and if you don't understand what I'm doing, you know, just read my tutorial there. So I want to say, so first of all, it gets the beginning and end position. That's kind of that line, which pass it to become the argument x beginning, x end. Those are positions. Each one is an integer. Okay, so that's the region beginning and position. Then then this part is generate a random file name. So you create a random file name, right? That's right. You create a random file, and then you create an output buffer. That's where you want to put the output. Then then this is a command string. This is actual shell commands. You call Wolfram script, to actual. You call Wolfram script and give it the file name. The file name you just created a temp file containing the region code. So this you call, so this is the command string. Then you insert the region content into this temp file. Then you message is running. Then you call shell command. That's right. You call the shell command. You pass the command string, which is that, and then you pass the output buffer. Output buffer we created, which is there. Then you just display that buffer. That's how it works. So simple. Let me show it. Okay. Let me demo again. So for example, suppose that 3 plus 2. Let's say plus 1. Okay. Let's put it into 3 lines. Okay. Let's say that. Okay, so we make a region, then we call the command tab E. There it is. The result is 6. And tab E runs the command Wolfram eval region. You can see in the pink window. So that's how that command works. It makes a shell call. Okay. Now let's go back. So that's this code. Pretty simple, Just 30 lines of code. Okay, but what we want to do now is let's hack it quickly, because for clean code I'll do it later, but for live stream let's just hack it quickly. I want to get this done. So this current prefix arg is a built-in variable. It stores whatever. If user calls the universal argument, that is control U. If user has done that, then this current prefix arg will have a value. Okay, so if this is nil, so let's just do this. If this is nil, that means do nothing. Okay, then do nothing. So let's do when not current prefix arg. When it is not nil, then let's do something. Okay, so when this is not nil, you want to go to char, go to the end region end position. Okay, which is that xn. Okay, you move cursor there. Then you want to insert. Okay, you want to insert the output. Okay, so you need to copy the output buffer's content to here. Okay, so you just insert. There is a command to do that. So let's check. So the thing we want to do is insert, right? So let's go to the insert section. Let's find all the functions that do insert. Text editing right there. So let's go there. Insert. Okay, insert buffer substring. There it is. That's the command we want. Insert buffer substring. So insert buffer substring. Okay, I don't have a shortcut. Insert buffer substring. Okay, wait. Insert buffer will do. Let's see. Describe function. Insert buffer is an interactive native compiler. Okay, so actually, let's see. I want the simpler one. Insert buffer substring. Okay, let's look at that up. Okay, so insert buffer substring is more fundamental. This is written in C code. So what it'll do is it just takes a buffer and insert, and takes a buffer and optional beginning and position of that buffer, then insert to the current buffer. So that's what we want. So insert buffer substring, the buffer name will be x out buffer, and we don't care about beginning end because we want the whole thing. Okay, so move to the region end position and just insert that. Okay, let's try that. But before we do that, let's insert a extra line just so that we can have clear separation. We don't want them to be in single line. Okay, so that's it. So let's evaluate this part and let's try it. Okay, so go back here. So now I do universal command first, which is Control U. Okay, I do Control U, you can see in the pink window. Then I press Tab E, which is eval region. Okay, then Tab E. If there's no region, you'll select the block. So actually it did it, but it did not insert the stuff here. So why is that? Let's try again. Oh yeah, well, we need to actually insert. Okay, so let's do it again. Select the region, then Control U, universal arguments, then Tab E to run the eval current region. Okay, Tab E. And it didn't do it. What's going on? So let's go to messages buffer. Does it say anything? Did we eval? Maybe we didn't eval. So eval the buffer. Okay, now eval the buffer. Now let's try again. No. Okay, so bug. So why is that when not current prefix arg? So when this is on, okay, when we got it reversed, logic reversed. So when there is prefix arg, meaning that there's a universal argument, then you do it. Okay, now eval the buffer, go back here, make a selection. Now universal command, universal argument, Tab E. Okay, so I think it worked because you can see it it did insert the blank lines, but I think there is a race condition because I think there's a race condition because I don't know yet. Okay, I don't know for sure. Let's put that here. Eval. Let's just do trial and error for now. Okay, select all. Now, universal argument and Tab E. You see, it inserted blank lines, but it didn't grab this. Why is that? Because I think when it tried to insert, there is no content here because there's a delay. Oh God. So so this is this is the practical coding issues you run into. So it did insert. You can see, for example, we can add ttt eval it and go back here, do it again. You see, but you see this 6 comes much later. So how do you fix that? Well, let's look at the shell command. I thought we wait for it to finish. What's the command? Oh, there it is. So you see, there's a problem. In our shell command, we have the ampersand at the end. Now that ampersand means async. It means it runs in the background, so it doesn't wait for it to finish. So all we have to do just remove that, okay? Then eval the buffer, go back here, then let's try again, okay? Let's remove that. So select it, universal argument, tab E. Fantastic, you can see 6 is here and TTT is here. Fantastic, we did it, yay. So today is like 60 minutes, 1 hour, perfect. Okay, anything else? Thank you guys for watching. If you like my stuff, go to my website and donate to me, okay? PayPal, Patreon, go to xali.info. There it is. Go up. So you can buy my Emacs tutorial, about 700 pages, HTML raw, instantaneous reference for Emacs and also for Emacs Lisp. So just PayPal me $32 or Amazon gift card me. You have to go to my website, okay? Just search for XR buy Emacs tutorial. So thank you very much. You know, if you like my stuff, you got 500 or 600 pages of stuff, okay? So actually a lot more, but so Emacs, 900 pages for this directory. Then Emacs miscellaneous, there is 200 pages. Then you have the complete Emacs manual, Emacs Lisp, and also Emacs manual, reformat in a way that you can have this order pop up. So right now we are looking at the Emacs manual. I mean this, which one? This is Emacs Lisp manual. So it's all included. Okay. So if you like my stuff, buy my Emacs tutorial, and also available is JavaScript tutorial, JavaScript in depth, which is my most comprehensive and in-depth tutorial. I would say even more than Emacs Lisp, even though I worked on Emacs Lisp for 15 years. But this JavaScript tutorial is very deep. So you can buy that and or just donate, okay? Just go to my xali.code all the way to the bottom, Patreon me and gift card me, okay? Thank you guys. Okay, that's it. Now we shut down in 3 minutes or so. Let me just relax and shut down. You know, so in the past days, I've been working a lot on Wolfram language. So if you don't know already, I have a Wolfram language tutorial I've been working on. For example, if you go to my blog, XR Code, go to the programming blog, so there's huge amount of updates on Wolfram language, pattern matching. Why pattern matching? Because Wolfram language is a term rewriting system. What does that mean? That means is, you know, every Wolfram code, Wolfram language is basically a sequence of symbols. And when you do computation, it's about replacing part of it by another part until no rule apply. So it's basically just find and replacement all the way. It's called term rewriting system, okay, if you don't know. So that's a topic in computer science, term rewriting system. You can read about. There's a lot of different types, you know, logic, arithmetics, lambda calculus. Lambda calculus is a term rewriting system because you just replace, every time you see a lambda, you replace certain expressions by the lambda body, you know, by the parameter and body. So it's called term rewriting system, okay? And all these are called formal programming languages, okay? Do they say here? Not, you know, somewhere there. Okay, so you have different types. You have, okay, abstract rewriting system. You have string rewriting system. Then, by the way, this string here doesn't mean like string in programming languages. It basically just means symbols, just like Wolfram language, okay? Then you have term rewriting system. they kind of are the same. Okay, so and then formal definition. So anyway, Wolfram language, basically all you do is just every syntax, every code is just a sequence of symbols. You create rules to replace them. Every time you define a function, it's actually defining how you want to replace certain patterns by another. You keep replacing until no rule matches. That's your result. Okay, that's the essence. That's basically the essence of the how Wolfram language works. If you know Lisp, you can think of that as Lisp macros. Okay, the entire language, every function you write is a Lisp macros, except it's 10 times more powerful. Okay, I like to make fun of the Lisp idiots, the common Lisp and their macro phonetism, because they don't know. Meanwhile, in my Emac Lisp code, I never ever use Lisp macros, not even one, because it's shit. If you want real like macro, you go with a term rewriting system, symbolic pattern matching. Okay. So so I worked on a lot on my tutorials, pattern matching, mapper function, and so on. Okay. Random. I'm just doing random chat now. Banana and milk, fantastic. Okay, bye guys. Let's see. Is there something I want to ramble on? Brief files. Okay. Well, that's it. Bye guys.